From the Post Millennial. Women's jerseys for KC Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker sell out after viral commencement speech. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's fascinating to me that all of this hate pops up because even apparently one of the founder something happened with like administration at the university criticized him or something.
Yeah, the NFL criticized him, the administration, everybody, like all of the establishment criticized him, and it is mind-boggling that people are criticizing him. And I haven't had a whole good.
I was going to say, did you guys watch the part where he was crying about his wife being there for him?
Watch the whole thing. It was great. Like, this is the exact message that you want to be putting out into the world. He did not at any point say anything negative about women that go and decide they want to work. He didn't say that you can't. He didn't say that you shouldn't. He didn't say that you're a bad person for doing that. He said that he thinks that this is the way that it should be, and this is what he thinks is good. And the people that are attacking him are anti-human, right? Like, they are literally anti-family. And as much as, and I'm not the religious guy sitting at the table here. I'm the agnostic guy. And even I understand that if you want to have a successful society, you must have a society that wants to see society replicate itself. You have to have families. You can't have an antinatal view, which is exactly what that is. You can't have an antinatal view and then expect to have your society be successful. It's going to die. It's going to die. You're going to have misery. There's going to be a massive collapse of the U.S. economy because of it. These things aren't just, some women aren't going to want to do this, or, you shouldn't say that women shouldn't do, you shouldn't say that women should do traditional things because some women might not like that or whatever. It's like the things that you're promoting literally will destroy society. It will blow up the U.S. economy if there aren't enough people contributing. And if you stop having kids, that's what happens.
But what if we just import everyone from somewhere else, Phil?
It won't work.
It's a terrible idea. I don't endorse that.
I think the future is going to be old mothers and IVF. I think IVF is going to be very easily accessible.
That's still not
and we're
enough.
going to see. I'm not saying it's
wrong.
Good or should or it could be wrong.
No, she's wrong because it's going to be pod babies. They're not even, the women aren't even. I'm half kidding. You're actually correct. It's just they're gonna. Have you seen that movie? What's it called? Like Pod or whatever, where they have these eggs. And they take the fertilized egg and they put it in this plastic egg, and then it incubates. You have to
This is a brave new world.
Yeah. It's not going to be IVF. It's going to be it's going to be called what would the word be then for it? Pod baby.
Well, it's going to be so weird. We're going to see such old mothers. Like, imagine a 50-year-old. I mean, you see a couple, the 50-year-olds that just have a new baby.
Isn't that like Hoda from The View or whatever? Like, she has that show with
you're starting to see, you're starting to see it with the rich. So I think eventually it'll be more accessible. And I've sort of heard that. I was in Miami. I talked to a girl. She was 25, freezing her eggs. She said it was pretty much free. So
it's crazy.
In vitro means in glass. So it would still be called IVF. It's just that once they artificially fertilize the egg, they would then place the fertilized egg in a pod.
Unless the pod is full of
test
plastic.
tube babies. Have you seen the bag that grows the sheep or whatever?
Yeah.
A plastic. They fertilize the goat or the sheep or whatever, and then they grew it in a plastic bag.
That's possible, and there will be people that are going to do that. But if you have society that's saying having a child will ruin your life, you are going to have people that won't have children at all. Never mind later in life, right? You're just not going to have enough children being born.
Well, how many people are saying right now, you'll see these polls come out where it's young people saying climate anxiety is their number one reason for not having children. It's not like, oh, it's too expensive or anything. They're
Insane.
Like, but the global whatever we've been told, in a couple of years, I'm sure the science will change and tell them something else.
If you're worried about global warming or climate change, just go watch An Inconvenient Truth. It came out in 2006. Everything in it has been proven wrong. It's all BS. Just watch that. You'll see they're dumb, and then you can stop worrying about it. Like they,
Or-
I don't
Or-
even think it's that deep. Like I think women just want to do other things. They want to party and have fun.
well, yeah, I mean that's
that's like-
huge.
I did hear that girls just wanted to have fun.
They
I
do.
didn't know if that was true.
They do.
Well, that's Pearl's theme song. She loves that song. No, I mean, I think that is true. It's part of it is culture has to say that like being a mom is desirable and you should want to do it.
Yes.
I think we've had many decades of girls being told, this is not something you should say, and you shouldn't pursue it. And your career is most important, and that's why you get these young girls in their 20s freezing their eggs because they just are saying this is an inconvenience I have to get through. The other thing that I think is worth noting is that this NFL player Butker was criticized by other Catholics for criticizing the Catholic Church for basically not taking strong enough stances and being concerned about what culture thinks of the church. Like,
Insane.
it is wild to me that he was like, people should want to have families. Like, he was also saying to men, you have to be masculine. Like,
Yes.
And instead, the response is like, from all sides, like, how could you say these things? Except for everyone in the room thought it was good.
That is every bit the positive masculine message that people say needs to be spread. That is exactly what positive masculinity looks like. It is not Andrew Tate. There are good things about Tate. There are bad things about Tate. Whatever you want, whatever your opinion is of him aside. If you want to talk about, especially for the trad people, if you want to talk about positive masculine role models, that's exactly what a positive masculine role model should be. And to think anything else is absolutely ridiculous.
Harrison had this is the point in his speech that none of these people are sharing, where he says he met his wife in middle school.
Yeah.
Who converted, and he's welling up with tears as he says she's supported me in like all my successes and has given me children, and he's like about to cry from like, it's kind of remarkable.
Yeah.
What he's saying with his speech. They are so pissed about it because they need the revolution.
And they label it as anti-woman. Like this guy who's talking about like how important his family is and like what a blessing his wife has been to him. They're like, he hates women.
Yeah,
Like,
like
I don't think that's the case, team.
I put it real simple for everybody. One day Harrison wakes up floating in limbo, and a gigantic face emerges in front of him and says, "You are now going to be transported back to Earth in your reality, but you either have to erase your football career, your 3 Super Bowl championships, and you will be an office middle manager, or you can be the football star, celebrity, wealthy, and have no wife and kids." And you know every time what he's going to pick.
I think, and I wish that was something that we wanted as a society, right? I feel like we just decided that we were anti-family at one point, and we've continued on. And this isn't true for all cultures. I
we
mean, you see
didn't
this a lot-
decide that.
I would pick the football. He could just get another wife.
I don't know if you're sure.
What? Good.
But that's funny. He would never do that.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
This world is built upon the corpses of men who threw themselves on grenades for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that men don't
Have you-
get enough credit for. That
have you seen-
they're called to sacrifice?
Have you seen
Forced to, actually.
what's that movie with Gerard Butler
need to
where
stop.
his family gets killed?
The Punisher?
No. He's like at his house, and then the guys break in. Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, yes, okay.
They ruined the ending. They ruined the ending. But like, there's a reason why movies and stories like that resonate with guys. There's a reason why guys like watching Spider-Man try to save Mary Jane. You know, it's funny because
He picked the wrong woman.
Who was he supposed to pick?
He should have picked that chick next door, the one baking him cookies.
The baking him cookies.
She didn't want him. She didn't like him.
The funny thing about that the bear man and out story, whatever you call it, question: if you're lost in the woods, would you rather be with a man or a bear? It's like the average guy is fantasizing about saving the woman.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that man could be dangerous. No, the average guy is going to be like, stay back, I'll save you from the bear. In fact, if a bear showed up, violent, angry, and foaming at the mouth, the guy would probably be like, run, and like wave a stick so the woman can get away.
I think that's going away, to be honest.
I
think,
agree.
Yeah, like I don't really think you see that anymore as much because young men, I mean, you're seeing these clips go viral where a woman's in trouble and they're like, oh no, I'm not doing that.
I agree completely.
Juicy and worth the squeeze.
Well, so
Yes.
the story of the woman who got raped on the train in I think it was Philly.
On the train?
On the on the train, a guy raped her, and everyone just stood back and was like, I'm not getting involved.
Doesn't
They don't want to get Daniel pennied.
no? I mean
Honestly,
that makes sense.
if it was my brother, I'd say. I mean, you don't know the woman. Like, why does she deserve your protection?
And it's sad because the real issue is society would punish you for trying to save the woman.
Yeah.
We are making society worse by passing legislation like that actually has bad results and makes society worse, and then makes the people in society worse people.
She really got full blown raped on a train.
Yeah.
No
and
way.
And they filmed it.
What?
Yeah, let me pull the story up. This
No
is
way.
a big story a while ago.
I did not catch that one. Like, were there a lot of people on the train?
Yes.
No
When you
way.
It's like
Punish-
during community hours, right?
There you go.
When you punish people for doing the right thing.
Thanks for watching this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to check out the live show Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. on this channel. Subscribe and we'll see you all there.